Cleveland Sunday afternoon, the Indians hosting the Toronto Blue Jays. Dave Stieb of the Toronto Blue Jays pitches his first career no-hitter. We move now to the top of the fourth inning to start the Stieb no-hitter. Here Toronto takes the lead. This is Bud Black facing Fred McGriff. McGriff belts a solo home run to left center field. His 30th home run of the year, RBI number 77 for McGriff. This gave the Blue Jays a 1-0 lead. We move now to the bottom of the fourth inning. The man of the moment, Dave Stieb, here strikes out Dion James to end the fourth inning. Now we switch to some people having a good time in the Cleveland bleachers. All right, what alcohol will do to some people. We move now to the top of the fifth inning. The Blue Jays get another run. Manny Lee doubles down the right field line. This scores Kenny Williams, RBI number 36 for Lee. Toronto led 2-0. And some more bleacher shots from Cleveland. All right, people happy about what's going on the field. Dave Stieb still has a no-hitter going. We move to the bottom of the sixth inning. Dave Stieb facing Corey Snyder of the Indians. Stieb strikes out Corey Snyder. Stieb would strike out 9 batters in this game. We move now to the top of the ninth inning. Fred McGriff hits his second home run of the game, his 31st of the year, RBI number 78 for McGriff. Toronto led 3-0. We move now to the bottom of the ninth inning, 2 outs. Dave Stieb facing Jerry Brown, going for the no-hitter.
Into right field. He has got a no-hitter for Dave Stieb. The long frustration is finally over. The first in Toronto Blue Jay history recorded here in Cleveland this afternoon.
They swung at some bad pitches for me, and I was able to get a few strikeouts that way, but I was struggling early on, and luckily it didn't get to me, and I was able to work things out. I was thinking about getting it, of course, but I remember sitting here last time thinking the same thing, and I didn't want to jinx myself, but I'd already thought about it, so that was that, and I just kept going at it like it was the ninth inning. I thought about that in the seventh, and I went out there like it was the ninth. I did the same thing in the eighth, and in the ninth inning, I didn't want to make any bad pitches and let them beat me on that, so I was very careful with Cole there, and luckily, the last guy hit the ball right to the right fielder.
Now we take a look at Dave Stieb on the final pitch. Jerry Brown would fly out to Junior Felix for the final out. Dave Stieb pitches a no-hitter, the first Toronto Blue Jay to pitch a no-hitter. Dave Stieb, who has lost 3 no-hitters with 2 outs in the ninth inning, finally gets a no-hitter. And by the way, the final score of this game, Toronto 3, Cleveland 0.
They swung at some bad pitches, which kept me out of some jams. I had a couple 3-2 situations where I threw balls in the dirt and they swung at them. If not, it's more walks and more guys on base, but they swung at them, and I was able to work through those problems I was having. By the third or fourth inning, I felt a little more confident out there and felt like I'd worked out some of the kinks.
When were you really in the groove and you felt, gee, I could do it?
It wasn't one of those games where I really felt like I was in a groove. It was pretty much a feel thing throughout the whole game. You know, trying just to get ahead of the hitters and throw strikes when I needed to, and throw good strikes. So it was a feel thing throughout the whole game. I never really felt like I had them in the palm of my hand.